Respected friends, peace and blessings. This is Dr. Shabir again, and today I will say what I have said in an Urdu video about Qadianiyat or Ahmadiyat. I'll be brief. No long discussions are really required to see the truth. First of all, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad was probably born in 1935, they are not sure, and he died, 1835, and he died in 1908 of cholera, which he considered to be a heavenly death, a punishment, heavenly punishment. So, I have written a book on the subject, Barge Hashish, or Hashish from Qadian. You know Hashish is marijuana. And I borrowed the title from Allama Iqbal's a lovely poetry where he says, वो नबुव्वत है मुसलमान के लिए बर्ग हशीश जिस नबुव्वत में नहीं कुव्वत व शौकत का पायाम. That prophethood is nothing but the leaf of hashish, marijuana, in which there is no message for glory. And Ahmadiyyat or Mirzaiyat or Qadianiyat is nothing but empty rituals, prayers, dreams, mubahila, which is cursing contacts, and very stupid stuff. I have read Qadianiyat for many years now with an open mind. Just a few things should be enough. In the 1970s, the government of Pakistan declared them infidels, which was not necessary because since 1914 they had been calling all other Muslims as kafirs or infidels. So there was no point in all that discussion what took place in the Parliament of Pakistan. Now, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani is the only man in history who said that God, Na'uzubillah, God forbid, he committed intimate relations with him. He converted him into a woman and then had sex with him. My God. Babu Manzoor Ilahi in the newspaper Amritsar wrote in 1903 that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani was such a compassionate person that while he was in Lahore in his 20s and early 30s perhaps, he used to serve humanity. How? By becoming a passive agent to single unmarried human beings. So that was his character from the beginning. There are a few points which I will like to relate to you. Quaid-e-Azam, the great leader of Pakistan, the founder, when he died in 1948, Sir Zafarullah Khan was the foreign minister of Pakistan, and while he was Quaid-e-Azam was being buried, Zafarullah Khan stood aside and he did not even take part in the funeral prayer. The Qadianis say that our prayers are different. Janaza, we cannot, funerals, we cannot pray together. We cannot marry our daughters to non-Qadianis. So what is common between us? We are quite apart. So when they had said this in 1914, there was no point in the Pakistan Parliament to declare them Ahmadis. Regardless of whatever it is, I am totally against the violence that takes place against them and against any community in the world. There is no point in being violent to the Ahmadis. Mirza Ghulam Ahmad says a verse, a poetry in his own praise. I try to understand this. He says, किरम खाकी हूँ मेरे प्यारे न आदम जाद हूँ बशर की जाए नफरत और इंसानों की यार. I am just an insect of mud. I am no human being, and I reside in the most shameful spot in the human body. Obviously, he is talking about the pinworm or the threadworm. This is his own self-esteem in his own eyes. Another point, the Ahmadis and Qadianis, they involve other Muslims into long discussions through false fabricated hadiths, but he himself writes, not once, more than once, that the Masih Ma'ud, the promised Messiah, is not mentioned in the Quran. Well, if he is not mentioned, then there is no question of the promised Messiah coming to this world according to the Quran. There should be no room for further discussion. On 14th February 1898, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad writes to a high government official, the British India of course, to the Lieutenant Governor, please take care of your self-grown plant. Please note that. And W. Hunter, who was a diplomat and a writer in India in the 1890s, he writes in his book, The Indian Musalmans, that they, the British, we have grown this new prophethood among Muslims to further cleave them apart. Let me see if I missed anything important. As I said, I wrote a book, Hashish from Qadian. It's in Urdu from the right side and English from the left side. It's a very popular book, and the Ahmadis are terribly frightened of it. It is in circulation, I would guess, about 2.5 million books. So they are very frightened because it's a very reader-friendly, small book. Many of you might have it, and the amazing thing is, after my Urdu video, the dirty language that they have used is very specific to them. Tree is known by its fruit. So we see the fruit of Ahmadiyyat or Qadianiyat by how their followers behave. The Khalifas of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad today now is the 5th Khalifa in London. Their job is only to try to cover in an apologetic manner whatever trash Mirza Ghulam Ahmad produced in his 80-some silly writings. So save your family, please, and save your children from this cult. God bless you. We will speak again in a short while.